where'd you go? Radio 412. I thought I heard you out there a minute ago. Where you go? 41206 standing by. Yeah, I heard you talking here a few minutes ago. I see you got your radio back. At least it sounds like it. Sounds like you got your old 7000 back in line.
Roger D. Yep, sure do.
Yeah, it would sound like it. I was over here working on some stuff. I heard you out there. I thought that was you. Just I wasn't 100% though. But so I figured when I got done doing what I was doing, I swung the antenna down that way and figured I'd key up and see if I was right to break.
Roger, yeah, I ended up figuring out what it was, and I took a shot. It was going to be real expensive to send it to ICOM to do the same exact thing, so I gave it a shot, and sure enough, that was the exact problem, and it's all back up to snuff. It needs to go through an alignment cycle just because, but nothing big.
Oh yeah, well that's cool. Yeah, I thought you'd send it up there to ICOM, let them do it. But yeah, I know like this one right here. I tore this thing up one time. I was working on some stuff for another guy, and had everything looking good and all that. And then so I had this amplifier hooked up to this thing. I dropped it in the dummy lobe because I was checking the different bands with it, and it ended up the high voltage had arced over and come back through the input side of it. And man, it tore this radio up right here. I mean, that was I don't know. Must have been like probably a year and a half, 2 years ago maybe. But yeah, I know once this thing arced over, man, it was like. It was like a big letdown. But on this one, it ended up. I think it took out both finals and a few little, resistors and some small stuff. And then I think they told me it took out a mixer or something like that too. But it was like I remember the bill for this one was like it was like $400 or something like that. I was gonna get into it, but I figured, I just let them handle it. But yeah, I know what you're talking about. When those things go down, you get so used to using them, man. It's like it's like you lost your way home to break.
Yeah, ain't that the truth? Yeah, I just I was gonna give it a shot. I got an estimate from ICOM for $200 to change the finals, and it wasn't under warranty anymore, so and they weren't gonna honor it. So I give it a shot. What the heck? And sure enough, it's exactly what the problem was. They only wanted to work right where they were, cut for 30 megahertz. That's the only place that they did work. They didn't blow up. They just got hurt. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, well that's kind of odd that they would do that. Yeah, that's and those things too. I've done them in some other ICOMs before, like in the 746s. I've done a few of those in another 706. But matter of fact, I think I did my 706 one time. But yeah, well that's cool. Well, like I said, I thought that was you, and that I know it did sound a little bit wider than last time I heard it. And then the other one wasn't too bad either. I mean, that 706 was it seemed like it responded fairly good to that stuff, But I seen like I said, I saw how it was looking on my screen over here, so I knew you had that thing back in line, QSL.
Hey, Roger. Oh yeah, the 706 is not even near as wide, and I didn't even bother to reset all the audio equipment for it. I just threw the 575M6 microphone on it and just be done with it until I could get it fixed. And then in the meantime, while I was waiting, I went ahead and took it upon myself and gave it a shot to see if I could do it myself.
Oh yeah. And that's how, like, when I sent this one in, I had all the audio stuff still sitting here, and the leads sitting in front of me. So I put in a little TS 570 that I have. I just put that thing in line, and those things, they're good talking radios and stuff, and they hear good, and it's a pretty neat little piece. But the thing is, the filtering, the DSP hits those things so hard that it's you get them that broad banded. You know, they're pretty narrow with the way they transmit. You know, there's you just can't fit a lot of sound to them. But it wasn't too bad. I mean, I didn't change those settings or nothing like you said, and I ran that audio lead straight into that thing and used that for I don't know probably about a month and a half while this one was getting fixed. But it actually ended up working pretty good. It kind of surprised me. It's like that 706 you had. That thing, I mean, it seemed like it was working pretty good over here. I know a lot of those things got a real high pitched, kind of tinny, real narrow sound to them, you know. But that one of yours seemed like it was working pretty good. So I don't know. Well, at least it's all back in line and working good now. So that's the main thing. But I don't want to hold it up. I just like I said, I heard you out there. Want to give you a quick wave while we had conditions, and I was gonna get back over here and do what I was doing. I got a big old pile of stuff I'm supposed to be fixing, so I figured I better get back at it, Kissa.
Copy that. All right, it was good talking to you, and it's as usual, always good talking to you out there on a good sounding station out here, as always. All right, number 6, the boys, have yourself a good day, sir, and thanks again for the flowers and everything. It's good to have it back. It really is. Radio station 412 here, Phoenix, Arizona.
And that was you about 10 over too, so conditions are pretty good because I got you about 10 over 9 coming up this way. Anyways, have a good evening, and I'm back. I'll be listening, but I got to get my hands back in this stuff over here, so I'll be around. I'll get with you.
Roger, roger.
Hello, number 6. Number 6 and the boys, Cactus 29, Mobile, Arizona.
Hello, Cactus 29 Mobile. Sounding good up this way too. I got you. I didn't really. Well, I kind of glanced over there real quick. I didn't get a good look at it, but I think I saw the needle up there around 7 pounds. So good copy on you too, there, Kyoso.
QSL number 6. I just wanted to wave. Sounding good as usual down here in Phoenix, Arizona on Interstate 10. Take care, 73s. Have a good weekend.
All right, Cactus 29, 73s, and I'm back QRT.